Many of us checking Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, other social media is all part of our normal routine, right? And keeping tabs on friends and family across the world can help to make you feel more connected. But
are we online too much? Is online bringing a negative sense of anxiety? People like to compare.
there's a negative side to that unchecked screen time, which can lead to poor sleep, memory issues, and poor overall mental health. Joining me now with more is Vaibhav Devarkar, a professor of psychiatry. And
If you just got approved for a townhome and then somebody else posts the house that they just built, does that mean that you're not blessed or you're not doing good in life? They might be doing better than you, but who cares? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Travis, and welcome to the IPH Theory. Also, I am one half of the Cultural Discussions. Please like, follow, and subscribe to both entertainment channels on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a news clip today, and it's about social media and likes and posts and your emotions and your energy. So we are going to get straight into it. The video is 3 minutes and 48 seconds, but I'm only going to play about 2 minutes and 25 seconds. I just wanted to give you all that heads up. Here we go.
Joining me now with more is Vaibhav Devarkar, a professor of psychiatry and behavioral neurosciences at Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. Professor, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. So why is social media so addictive, and why do we feel that burst of happiness when someone likes one of our posts?
Thank you, Whit, for having me. Well, I think one of the problems with social media and the incessant novelty that it generates is it keeps the brain in what is called constant exploratory mode. And so the brain is constantly now in a position where it's looking for novelty, but it's actually never settling on anything. And we always transition in our own lives between exploration and exploitation. We look for things, but then we settle on something and we use it. The problem with social media is it actually engages many of the same addiction mechanisms. It's not the same thing as substance use addictions, for example, but I think in the brain, it engages many of the addiction mechanisms which keep people glued to the constant act of looking for things, but never settling on anything.
That's so interesting the way you explain it. Is like I've thought about that before, but you really added some clarity to it. You're in this constant state of exploration. And one of the other issues here, social media just focuses so heavily on physical appearance and pushing users to add filters to their posts. How can these altered images affect our mental health, specifically in young people?
Well, I mean, you're seeing it in the community. You're seeing it with an increase in depression, with an increase in anxiety. I think the reward circuitry in adolescent brains is being rewired as we speak. These effects will not be known for some years. When people are constantly looking for gratification online, they always need their posts to be liked, to be responded to. I think we're entering an extremely dangerous age, and we're seeing some of the effects now. And I think a lot of the effects which we don't know and which I personally fear will not be known for some years still.
Okay, like I said, the entire video is about 3 minutes and 47 or 48 seconds, but I only played 2 minutes and 25 seconds. And the doctor is correct, and I'm glad that many people are talking about this, from doctors to journalists. But the internet is good and it's bad. Many people make money off the internet. The internet helps many of us learn. We can look up words like that. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, if you wanted to look up a word, you better have a dictionary inside the house or an encyclopedia. And, like I said, people have businesses online. They have platforms, people shoot content. So being online is a beautiful thing. This is my show. Whenever I post it, do I want to get viewership? Of course, that's why I'm doing it. But I'm also doing it because I like to talk. I like to look at myself on camera, and I like my voice. But I love myself. So I'm a little bit different. I'm a little bit older. But I've had videos that's got thousands of views, and I've had videos that had less than 10 views. Of course, the videos that have less than 10 views, it strikes some of your emotions, like maybe they didn't like that video. Maybe the algorithm didn't like me. That computer system that, sends out your video all over the globe. But I give myself a peace of mind, and I give myself closure and reassurance because I know I'm still dropping good content. I'm not on here making a fool out of myself. But social media does play a major role on your emotions, on your energy. Remember, the E in emotion stands for energy, and motion is movement. Online can affect your emotions or your vibrations. You might post a beautiful picture of yourself and you like, man, I should get at least 100 likes, and you might get 3 likes. That doesn't mean that the photo is bad. A lot of people have anxiety when they post. Some people don't post at all. I don't post as much as I used to, like on Facebook and IG and TikTok, because let's be honest, it's time consuming. And if you're not really making money online, you really shouldn't be online that much. I get online here and there, but really my main platform is YouTube because I'm building a channel. I don't have a page. I'm building a channel. I'm not just posting this or posting that. These videos are going to live here forever, especially if I'm not making a fool out of myself or disrespecting anybody to the point where they need to shut my platform down. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, with the younger generation, think about the 10-year-olds and the 13-year-olds, the 17-year-olds. They live offline. Many of them don't have jobs. Many of them don't have occupations or careers. And it's either school or online. And if they don't get as many likes or repost or shares, then they start feeling down on themselves. But that's when they need to take the phone out of their face, and this goes for adults and people under 18. Get offline. It's a beautiful day outside. It's sunny. Go for a walk. Go ride your bike. Go to the gym. And a lot of people have noticed that as soon as they stopped consuming so much social media, life got better. Who gives a damn what people think? Like I say, I have videos that have 10 views. I have videos that have thousands of views. No matter what, I know that I'm putting out good content. Now, I know that that's an opinion, but we're steady climbing. I think as of right now, I am currently at 1,231 subscribers, and I want to thank each and every one of you all. But I'm not going to let this consume me because life happens outside. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you all think about this? Are we online too much? Is online bringing a negative sense of anxiety? People like to compare, if you just got approved for a townhome and then somebody else posts the house that they just built, does that mean that you're not blessed or you're not doing good in life? They might be doing better than you, but who cares? There's always going to be somebody that's doing better or looks better or who is bigger and stronger or more wealthy or more rich. But you think about all the blessings that you have in your life and you be thankful for your life. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the IPH Theory. I'm Travis. Have a blessed day.